Hello, welcome back to Mr. Arsenal podcast. I'm gonna be unbearable to you, Tom Wankers. Yeah, I'm a very happy gooner. As everyone will know, I was at the game today, back-to-back North London derbies. The women's won last week 4-0. You must have got the score there, and obviously today, spoilers alert, we won again. And all the little Tottenham fans, oh, don't get your boots out, you did it last year, look what happened. Fuck off. You've been found wanting. Once and for all, you've been found fucking wanting. Oh, dear. Got a few people in the chat, got Unbiased TV in the chat, said, like, hi, happy, hey, whatever. Come on, you gunners. Got Grandma. This is a random one. Saying hello back to you. I'm just buzzing. And literally, I always do match of the day streams anyway, but because obviously I was at the game and Gary was at the game, and pretty much everyone that could have posted a watch along for me today was at the game. You got no watch along for the game, so I apologise for that. But we are here. We are going to go over it anyway. We're going to watch it back together anyway. The best bits of the day, along with all the other goals and drama and action throughout the whole Premier League today, including, yes, Unbiased TV, Liverpool. Liverpool. Oh my God. What is going on at Liverpool as well? For anyone that doesn't know, stay tuned. You're in for I wouldn't say as you know what, because of the circumstances of Brighton, yeah, in for a surprise. A very big surprise. I was surprised. I was coming home, checking the scores at 3 o'clock games, and seeing at one point Liverpool were 2 goals behind at home to Brighton. We're fans in. Oh, we got them next. Spring on Sunday. So, but yeah, I do apologise. My voice is a bit strained. Your end, guys. I do apologise. It's not this normal thing because obviously, yeah, it's a very non-stop chanting, singing. Apart from 15 minutes at half time, it is non-stop, and yeah, my voice box is in and out of being okay, then not okay, then not. So yeah, yeah, I'm good. I'm buzzing. Got Arsenal Misfit in the chat. We've got also Viddy just joined us in the chat. How you doing, my friend? Oh dear, what have you made of today? What did you, in terms of North London before the match of the day gets underway? By the way, what did you guys make of the event that unfolded at the Emirates today, lunchtime? Harry Kane getting his customary penalty. Apart from that, did fuck all. Son, non-existent again. Richarlison diving all over the place. Sometimes got away with it. Sometimes he didn't. And there's other stuff we're getting to as well. And Partey had a shot of his foot and he went in. It actually went in. Not of his head, with his fucking foot. It happened. It would happen. It was just happened against Tottenham, wouldn't it? Oh yes. Then Jesus is gifted by Lloris and Romero, world-class Romero, and world-class Lloris that everyone wants in their fucking combined 11s of Arsenal and fucking Tottenham. Yeah. Jesus went, okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. All is on me. Slide. Imagine if we beat Liverpool. The thing is, turn this down a bit so much near me. The thing is, that's not. We look at how we're doing this season. 8 games in, 7 wins, 1 defeat, and you look at the performances as well. Not just as a team, but the players individually as well. And you look at Liverpool this season. It isn't beyond the realms of possibilities that can happen. Like, yeah, my first time, yay. Where's look at Genus? Genus never comes on the fucking on a Saturday anyway. He'll probably be on tomorrow's fucking bullshit. Then the car, fuck knows what he's got into hiding. He's gone into hiding. Fucking Jamie. I hope Jamie O'Hara fucks off now as well. London is red, baby. What do we think of Tottenham? Shit. What do we think of shit? Our best thought, yeah, mate. Again, I was on North Bank Block 4, and we were on top. We from the first second. We were on their necks, and we didn't let go at all. Yeah, they got a penalty against the one I play, and it pissed me off because like, they don't deserve it. Fuck's sake! Typical fucking ref. Why is this ref in charge? He has an issue. He's had an issue refereeing a game with Tottenham and London Derby this season. What the fuck are the FA thinking? But we did our job, and nevertheless. Collins in the chat says Spursy strikes again. Spursy, Conte, you name it. What do we think of shit? Tottenham. Yeah, let's sit back and enjoy this. We'll look at the scoreboard up as well, haven't I? There we go. But to a man, literally, this. I know Conte Xhaka got man in the match today, but I'm sorry, to a man, they were outstanding. Our players, every single one of them stepped up. None of them, not one player went hiding or nothing. And I don't get what anyone says. The first half, that fucking Anthony Taylor's a fucking dodgy prick. How this isn't offside, by the way? You're better see this. You're probably ahead of me actually because I'm watching as an iPlayer. How this was not the flag never went up for this? But Jonathan's way offside. The flag never goes up. I'm at that end. I'm in block 4. I'm looking at the linesman. He's no intention of putting that flag up. Stefan's in the chat. You for fuck's sake. Fucking yes. Of course he fucking won. It's Tottenham. Bottle jobs there. Fucking see. Oh, but we've been in Sympathia for 6 years. Yeah, and what is that a trophy? Do you get a nice silver trophy? In them 6 years, how many of them silver trophies have we won? Oh yeah. Fucking idiots. See, I told you I'd be unbearable. We won today. Party! Mate. All I can say is when this goal goes in at 1-0, and I was going to talk about Partey's goal now. Again, I'm up the other end. I'm in block. Again, I keep saying it, block 4, North Bank. So I'm up the other end at the corner. Where the corner is basically. So as we see it leave his foot, we're thinking, yeah, and it hits his net. We're thinking, we're sure that's Partey. We're sure because he doesn't. He shoots normally. They go fucking either wide on a post or fucking throw Z. But this is first time. The fact it's first time as well. First time. Ben White just lays the ball off to Saka to Ben White. Ben White lays the ball off to him perfectly. He just goes and he wraps his foot around it, and bang, 1-0. I need to see this again because again, even though I was at the end where this was given them, I didn't see if the ball was being won or not. So I was like, "Fuck!" Again, the first half. As you say there, whenever it came to a Tottenham player being fouled, ref step, bang, free kick, bang, boom, penalty. When we was getting fed in that first half, I'm watching him and he's literally waiting to give a free kick to us, for God's sake. I mean, what was it? The fucking early stages of the game, like 0-0. We had I think it was Odegaard or Martin. They had control of the ball, gaining control of the ball. Eric Dyer throws his head in. I think Eric Dyer decides to go down to foot level, puts himself down to foot level, and it's deemed a foul. And we're just there like okay, if he's standing strong, and Odegaard's boot or whoever it was, his boot has gone up and made contact with his head that way. Fair enough. It is what it is. But the fact of the matter, he comes down to the net foot, and he got a free kick for it. It's like this flips out fucking everyone. Here we go, second half anyway. Saka. What a good shot then, but then reaction. I mean, come on, Jesus. I keep saying this, and you guys might be getting bored of me saying, but week in, week out, I keep saying this. This is what we missed last year. That goal there, the way he just hunts it down, boom, 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 he doesn't not give up on it until he got that ball in there. That is what we missed last year. That's what cost us last year. That's the difference between what happened last year throughout the season to where we are now this season. 8 games in, 30 to go. Big up Ray as well. How you doing, Ray? Hope you're keeping well, my friend. John Newton, yeah, just a tad. I literally had a few hours to recover. Took me. The annoying thing is, after obviously anyone that doesn't live in the UK, the fucking rail strikes hit. It fucking affected part of my normal journey would be from here to Hatton Cross. Hatton Cross, Piccadilly, it's a Piccadilly line basically underground. On that all the way to Arsenal basically. It's one line, hour and 10 minutes tops it takes. Oh no, we have a train strike and it's going to affect from Hatton to Acton, and you have to get a rail replacement service or find another route to get there. So literally, I've had to go to Hatton Cross, get on another bus, take me to Feltham, get on the train at Feltham to Vauxhall, from Vauxhall to Victoria Line. I hate the Victoria Line, but I've decided I hate the Victoria Line. It's too fucking hot. How can it? Why are they pumping in so much heat into the underground and into the train? It's so fucking hot. Anyway, so yeah, Victoria Line to Finchley Park, and then from Finchley Park, Piccadilly Line to Arsenal, because we literally we were out of time. So the quicker route was get off. We got off at Victoria Line to Finchley, just go over to the Piccadilly Line, and yeah. So it took us fucking forever to get there. But it took even longer to get him back because once we got to Vauxhall, we didn't have to wait half an hour for a train to come from Waterloo to come through to take us to where we need to get to. He went round the houses as well. He goes, Shaka, this. I have to say that all the goals, including Partey's, I love Partey's goal. Don't get me wrong, Jesus. But this goal, you know what? My goal today, my favourite goal of the bunch. It was fantastic. How it was taken from Xhaka, controlling the ball, rolling it, and opening up getting that bit of space, opening up his body, passing it past Louise, and then just going, fuck off, I'm off celebrating. But hey, they won the Audi Cup, yeah, man. And we won the Emirates Cup for fucking how many times since 2007? So, But I was trying to understand if it's the players or the manager to blame. Both. They're both shite. As I said to Colin before we went, I think I said to Colin, someone, they've been found wanting now. Conte has been found wanting. We are top of the league. I said, we are top of the league. Partey quietly makes everything work. Far behind him, 5 ahead of him. Yeah, mate. There's no disrespect to Sam the Congo, whoever comes in when he's injured and all that. When he does get injured when they're available. You do see the difference. You do see and feel the difference in that midfield without him in that midfield pivot. I very much am. Words out. Now, if Big Tony can dance just a bit better tonight. Saturday night bevies. Underground is often a night, especially after a gig or football. Yeah, but this is just because of the strikes. It's just a whole new level of fucking unnecessary fucking bullshit. Having to go all around literally all around the houses of fucking London to get back to my home. Literally, what was it? We got out. So we finished at 2:30. We get out. Eventually get, because we had to queue and all that, and like Phil and Holly, we queued. You have to queue because in terms of Holloway Road's closer, so we just go to Arsenal Station with my brother after the game. And we were queuing. About just before 3, we got in. About 10 to 5 to 3. Got into the actual station. Down on the train. So around 4ish, and the train came along. Not 4ish. Fucking hell, what am I done about? 3ish, sorry, 3. Yeah. We didn't get through the door. It's to about, I think that's all he wants there. About 6 this evening. Is that ridiculous? So we had to go all around because of especially that half-hour block. We had to wait at Vauxhall to get back this neck of the woods. It's ridiculous. Just got home from West Ham 3.5 hours ago. I can't. I totally believe it because I've, as I said, I've gone through it myself. Let's do the Dirty Scuffs next weekend. It's been long over. Yeah, very long. In terms of having fans in front of fans in the stadium, yeah, way overdue. And as I said earlier, it's not beyond the realms of reason that we could actually do them. We're at home. Crowds are buzzing there. We haven't lost at home since Brighton, I think it was. Back in March. Well, I like to say March. I'm trying to think. When did we play Brighton at home? Last season. It's after the international break, wasn't it? I'm trying to think now. March, late March, early April. We haven't lost since at home. We've got the home records in our favour. We're on a high. We're 8 games in, 7 wins, 1 defeat. We're top of the league. We're high in confidence. They are quite literally all over the place. Defensively, they are still gettable today, as we're about to see soon. Gay, told you. Spoke about talking to the devil earlier. I mentioned that obviously you was at the game today, so you couldn't help do the Watchalong, I think. Gary, can you actually stay in the UK? Just move over here permanently. Oh dear. What are going to come? Your first game. How long it's been since before the pandemic? I think you told me before. Bloody. Oh dear. So I think obviously got your photos you're taking as well with at selfies at the Tonington at the Emirates. Photos you've taken with Lolo in the game that came over as well. But you do pick him. You decide. Of all the times to come over, you come. It was this week, North London Derby week, and we won. And I've seen where you were sitting as well. You're in the obviously clock end upper, so you had a perfect view, not just of the goals coming your way in terms of the party going and all that from the first half, but even though it was at the other end, you got to see the goals perfectly from the upper tiers. I live in Muswell Hill. It's not that far. No, exactly. I believe you. That's what I'm saying. I totally believe you. Because I live in literally slap bang in the middle of Terminal 4 and 5. I'm literally a stone's throw from the fucking Heathrow, basically. It's like a 20-minute drive with traffic, 12 minutes without, give or take, between here, where I am right now, and Hatton Cross. From Hatton Cross to the Arsenal Station or Holloway Road, respectively, it's an hour and 5 to an hour and 10 minutes on that line normally. But no, today we're going to close off the Piccadilly line from Heathrow all the way to Acton Town. You can get a rail placement every 50 minutes, but it never turns up. So I was like, fuck this. I was go to fucking Feltham, go all around the houses. Gary, the legend of the North London Derby. Good morning, Vienna. Good morning, Vienna. Oh wait, sorry, that's out working, feeling great. I've done it. I didn't do it justice, by the way. My voice is out of sync anyway. My voice is all over the place anyway. My voice is straining. But I totally know where that's come. Obviously, I got it on Blu-ray, so. But I didn't do him justice. I do apologise. Colin's saying, Conte at Tottenham always an implosion waiting to happen, and like we did with Emery, because of pure performances and fans will get frustrated and it will come to a point. And 1-0 Brighton. There you go. This is what I'm saying about Liverpool. Just seeing it now. By the way, on Liverpool game Brighton. Look how easy they are to get at defensively now. They're not that Liverpool team now that was. I mean, what the fuck was that from Trent and that Henderson as well? What the fuck? I thought. Oh, by the way, I thought Trent could defend. That's the day for this. Good night, folks. Oh, you won't want to stick around because I've got an announcement at some point, but for the channel actually, about the giveaways. Today was a great day. Perfect. It was perfect. Come on, you Gunners. I wish I could stay. Oh dear. Hopefully get you back over soon. Gary. Before the season's out. If that's at all possible. Gary, you were treated to glorious scenes. Oh dear, what are you on about? Fuck off, Chris. I fucking seen you. I went back through the chat, cheeky bastard. World Walking is happy we are something. Exactly. Well, most of us are anyway. Look how easy it is. I mean, I got a block in there, but still. It was good to me today. Should be back in February if things work out. Okay, let me have a look at the fixtures in a sec for that. Evening, everyone. We are still top. Are we still top? Not read. I'm saying I'm not reading properly. Yeah. That game literally could have destroyed the weekend. I'm so happy. Oh, mate, at halftime, I'm praying. I'm literally thinking, because of the penalty being given and against the runner play and all that, I think it's just fucking. What was that goalkeeping? Defending as well, but goalkeeping from Becker there. Jesus. Mate, I mean, again, it's highlight form. I keep saying this every week we do this. But bloody Brighton, again, a new manager and all that, you're thinking, especially about a manager that's no experience with this league whatsoever, has not got a whole new team put into the season. And literally Brighton are fucking on them. Anfield, as usual, quite even at 0-0, but it's now 2-0. Are we going to talk about how poor Salah's been this week, mate? It's not even go there. It's fucking ridiculous. But the media don't do it because he's not an Arsenal player. He plays for one of the media lovies. So they won't touch on it, but they should. Oh, it has been. Because suddenly everything's on him. With Mane leaving, everything's on him, and he can't. Again, he's getting up. We've been getting older as well. He just, I don't know. He just can't do it anymore. He needed someone like Mane to sort of help balance it out a bit, take part of the responsibility, and he just doesn't. I mean, that is poor from fucking Sanchez over the Brighton goalkeeper. Comes out half-heartedly there for Firmino's first goal. Half-heartedly comes out and goes, yeah, and hopes for the best. Beat's going to say Liverpool look like for the picking next week, obviously next Sunday, main event on Sunday. Liverpool aren't the same side as they. No, they weren't. They're not. Sorry, they're not. They're clearly not. Look, we're 8 games in and they've dropped how many points already this season? And every time someone attacks them, no matter who, apart from Bournemouth, obviously, every other team they've played, anyone that attacks them, they look fucking vulnerable. They look like they're going to shit the bed every time they have to defend. Henderson, when he does play, dog shit now. Complete dog shit. And I'm being nice by saying that. Salah, massively underperforming. Can't cope with all the pressure put on him now. Diaz has been. It's taken a while to settle in. Not settle in. Taken a while for us to get going this season. Carry over that form. He hasn't really carried the form over from last now to this. And Nunez, I mean, Liverpool 11 points back. Exactly. If we win that, if come next Sunday we come along to the Emirates and beat Liverpool, that's for 12. That's 14 points. We're 14 points clear of Liverpool after 9 games. If we win next week, that's insane. If you told me 9 games in, Ryan, Arsenal will be top of the league and 14 points clear of Liverpool, we've been going toe to toe with City for the last how many years? 6 years for the title. What a fucking set you to the loony. I literally would have set you to the loony bin. That was poor goal to give away. There are things that this new managers that Brighton's going to have to work on with the defence, organise them a bit more. He shouldn't have to. These are players that have played together for how many years? He shouldn't have to, but obviously, let's have a chat with him. Like, calm, but yes, I want you to play this a different way, a more intense, fast, attacking way of football. But I still want you to defend and keep what's been given to you already by your previous manager, basically. Oh, well, but almost scored again. That's what I'm saying. Every time anyone attacks Liverpool, no matter who's playing them, apart from Bournemouth, you've always got this season. It seems you've always got a chance to score. And here comes Lanty. Big saying Partey early contender for goal this season. You can't dispute that really. It is an early contender. It's got to be up there at the moment, definitely. What the fuck is? I mean, come on, 3-3 there. Trossard hat trick right at the end, and the defender keeps saying about the defending. Look at it. Look at this build up again. Look at this. Welbeck again gets the ball, passes it off to the wing. I think McAllister. I can't see who crossed it in, but basically crosses it in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Liverpool players plus the goalkeeper. 3 Brighton players in the box. Welbeck tries to get to, doesn't get to. It's behind him, so it doesn't get any connection on it. But it falls perfectly to Trossard, and Trossard goes first time, bang. And again, the keeper gets a hand to it, and it still goes in. It wasn't a strong hand, admittedly, because it goes in. But it's just bloody. It's bizarre what we've seen from Liverpool this season. They look vulnerable. Again, apart from Bournemouth, and they played Bournemouth, obviously. Everyone else they've played in all competitions this season, including in Europe, they have looked vulnerable. The Arsenal misfit, Steve saying, I'm beginning to think. Think what? When you think, that scares me. This genuinely reminds me of Klopp's final season at Dortmund, where the players are just shot to pieces just because of the level of intensity Klopp teams play at. I was in down the road in the post office a couple of days ago, queuing up again, more than what Fiona and Holly do, and so I got chatting to a Liverpool fan. It was like 2-3 people behind. We just got chatting for about 5-10 minutes about obviously respective clubs and all that. But about Arsenal for a bit, then spoke about Liverpool, and he, as a Liverpool fan, is saying the fact that they played every possible game you can play in a season. Obviously played all the league games, every game in every competition, quite literally, that they were competing in. And then they lost Mane the way they did. They didn't really replace Mane. They didn't replace them all, basically. They went out and spent a lot of money on Nunez, who's an out-and-out striker. He's not what Mane was giving. Completely different sort of player. My point, and basically, yeah, both agree. They not only go and get Nunez, but go and get someone in to replace. Going to replace Mane. Sorry, that's going to give you exactly what he did, or more than what he did. But they didn't. They sat back on the laurels. The big I am. It's come back to roost. The fatigue's kicked in as well, but it's come back to roost. I'm beginning to think Liverpool making top 4. I mean, they continue like, if between now and the World Cup they're still in the situation, they're still playing like this and dropping points left, right, centre nearly every week. I can't disagree with there either. I mean, we're told, Klopp tells us, not Liverpool fans, but certain people in the media go, Trent can defend, Trent's a great defender. And every time they say this, he gets fucking owned, or he just gets destroyed, or he's just shit. He just shows the complete opposite of being a good defender. Yes, as a winger, going forward, fantastic. But he doesn't play as a winger. He plays as a fucking basically a fullback that bombs forward when they attack and glosses the ball in. And used to get 20 odd assists here and there and everywhere, along with his left-sided counterpart. But the guy cannot defend. He is literally, I'm going to say it now, I'm going to upset Chrissy in the chat. I'm sorry, but he is literally, if you think about it, the English version of Hector Bellerin from a few years ago. Going forward, massive threat. Could cross the ball in every now and then, but it was a threat basically. It was always a threat because of his pace. But getting back and defending wasn't his interest, and he just couldn't defend. And and that's what I'm saying. Trent's the English version of that, basically. Klopp's 7th season at Mainz, he messed up. Klopp 7th season at Dortmund, he messed up. 7th season at Liverpool. What's going on here? I mean, going to Anfield normally under Klopp in the last 6 years. It's been renowned as a difficult place to go to get anything from. This season, it's been so easy to go to, apart from Bournemouth. It's been so easy to go to and try and cause them a fucking headache, basically. When Liverpool on the front foot, Trent looks great. When Liverpool on the front foot, when they're going forward in attack, you see the best of you see the best of Trent. But when it comes to a team attacking, you see the worst of Trent in terms of he cannot defend. No matter who the opponent is. I remember, what was it last season? Arsenal played Liverpool. I don't think what game it was now. Was it the league game or the League Cup? So home leg. And it was a league game, wasn't it? League game. And Martinelli completely owned Trent on toast. But because Liverpool won, because we didn't finish our chances and eat our dinner, Liverpool went on to win. It was swept under the rug like, oh, nothing, no, that's everything's fine. Fantastic defending from Trent. He got fucking owned every time Martinelli went forward. Two wins, 4 draws, 1 loss in 7 games. And look at that 1 loss in the league, by the way. Me and you covered, Colin. We were expecting a Liverpool win there and a kick on for their season, and fucking, it's probably the worst. I say the worst I've seen them. Yeah, I say it's the worst I've seen them against Man United in bloody hell in years. Yeah, that was a naughty one. Oh my god, all over the place there, Fulham. We're on to the 3rd game, by the way, which is Fulham v Newcastle. Just getting it up now. There we go. Bloody hell there. Fucking hell. That ref's way too lenient now. Why did you let play go on? Soderbergh got... How's that fucking a booking? That's a straight red offence. This is what I'm saying about English refereeing. Fucking, how can you just go, play on initially, the player that's been fouled, rolling all over the place, you're going play on, and when you stop the play, you initially give him a booking. You've got to get help for that to say it's a red card. Are you mad? Fucking idiots. Competent twat. Because I do like this Newcastle kit, by the way. Exactly, Stefan. Callum Wilson, you dickhead. You just nicked a perfectly good goal, Joe Willock there, sorry. that was going in, that was going into the goal from Joe Willock, and you've gone, fuck off, it's mine. On the line as well. On the line, you've gone, fuck off, it's mine. Wow. Oh, what a goal. Was that Almiron? Oh my God, Almiron. Fucking hell, first time hit as well. Completely, actually, well, that's not hard, it isn't, he's not exactly 6 foot fucking something, is he? He's a fucking small guy, but Almiron lobbed Leno, basically, with a flick of a foot. I mean, then there's a standard route to the film goes like that. Right, exactly, yeah, exactly, Stefan. I totally agree with you there. Bloody hell, Leno's all over the place. Jesus Christ. Thank God we got rid of him. Oh dear. Second half, fucking nice. Jesus, that was the first half. I mean, what has happened to Fulham today? Sorry. They started off fully obviously between the first opening game of the season till today's game. They've played really well this season. They gave us a run for money. Twats there. Fucking Declan Donnelly. Bloody hell, I've got a fucking second. Jesus Christ, what's going on? But I was saying before, sorry, yeah, Fulham they started off the season so well. Complete contrast to how they played previous 2 visits to the Premier League. And then today, again, highlight form though, I would say that, but it's the 4-0 down, player down as well, because Shalaba's a twat. And it's like, I mean, watching Fulham today, by the looks of it, was like watching them from the previous couple of seasons, just all over the place defensively, getting respecting the bigger teams. There's any team that's seemed bigger than them, they would respect him fucking to go, you have the ball, home or away, you have the ball. We won't do nothing, Mr. Big Team. And Fulham had a fucking field, not Fulham, Newcastle had a field day of that, basically. Just constantly just poor defending there. That entire day, by the looks of it. Nick Pope, ladies and gentlemen. You're 4-0 up, yeah. Ball's cut, first meaningful attack they've shown, basically, from Fulham today, or tonight. And Nick Pope, ball's coming, Nick Pope goes, jumps in the air like that, makes no attempt to in terms of demanding the box and demanding the air and grabbing that ball out of the air and all that. Just goes, run, jump in the air, and hope for the best. But apparently, Gareth Southgate, in his infinite wisdom, everyone, would rather play Nick Pope in goal over Aaron Ramsdale. That pissed me off in the international break. That's why another reason why I didn't do the England watch-alongs, the men's ones anyway, because he pisses me off. I mean, Pickford is injured. You play your number 2 normally. He'd rather play his number 3 because he knows his number 2 would have done a lot better and shown he's ready to make the step up for the World Cup. And he would have put in performances that would have left in no doubt he'd have to make him his number 1 for the World Cup. But because he likes Jordan Pickford, oh no, I'm going to put Nick Pope in. Because I know he's just not ready yet. And Aaron's just going to be there bench warming for both games. How disrespectful can you be? As soon as the World Cup comes along and Southgate fucks up and we sack him, the better. Oh, but he got to the Euros final. We flew to the Euros final. Got played against a decent team. Got beaten. Because tactically, you went, shit the bed, handbrakes. We 1-0 up. Fuck, handbrake on, everyone. Invite the pressure on. Then back in the game. On home turf. World Cup. Oh, we're 1-0 up. 12 minutes in. This ain't a great team. We can absolutely demolish and get to our first final since 66. Fuck it. Handbrakes on, protect what we got. And people go, oh, that's okay. Fuck off.
The keeper has no chance. I mean, it's unbelievable straight. Watching the ball, we look at that technique to get it up and down and the bet.
You're too cynical, right? No, I'm just when it comes to international football, when it comes to England, basically, England managers, I've seen a lot of dross over my time as a young man, so we say. The brief McLaren era, Roy Hodgson era, the Capello, even the Fabio Capello era, fucking, that was meant to be the perfect timing for and he just inherited mess and never fucking made his own thing. Just fucking, I'm just here for the fucking paycheck, basically. But the second he challenged the FA and told him, no, I want John Terry as captain still, even though he's a racist twat, because England players are upset. They sacked him. And replaced him with Roy fucking Hodgson, who was at West Brom. I wouldn't mind. After Roy Hodgson eventually left his role after the Iceland game, who do England go and get to replace him? What were the options they had? Sam fucking Allardyce. How's that an upgrade? And Roy Hodgson, if I'm being brutally honest, how was it ever an upgrade? And then obviously he got caught his hand in the fucking hands and all in the fucking till and all that, literally. Got sacked after one game in charge. Southgate comes along as interim and gets given a job on a fucking permanent basis. And everyone sucks him off like, oh, we can't have a go at him because he got us our World Cup semi-final, he got us to this. It's like, but did we win them? Look at the path to it. They've said the semi-final. Look at the path to the final of the Euros. Hardly challenging. We struggled against Scotland. That's in terms of the Euros. Going to that final, they really struggled. Well, to actually opening game because it was like being game on our turf, nerves and all that. But Scotland game as well. Other than that, but look at the opponents up to that final. All teams we've sort of been beaten anyway. I'm not losing to the World Cup. Easiest group in the world. Of course I can win on them fucking games the way we did. Colombia, we got through by the skin of our fucking teeth in the first knockout round. And then I'm trying to think now. Oh, gone now, it's gone. Colombia, Colombia and Sweden. Sweden went, it's a young team that World Cup. We just went 3-0, got in, got out. Semi-final. 1-0 up in the semi-final. 1-0 up. And he goes and puts the handbrakes on and goes, protect what we've got. Don't go for, not okay, let's go for the kill. I can smell blood here. Typical defensive fucking idiot. Handbrake on, protect what we've got. What is attacking talent? Fuck it. Next game is Palace versus Chelsea, by the way. Need to change the scoreboard quickly. Well done this. There we go. And Palace are 1-0 already. Edward. But I mean, Costa Rica, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying. How can I put this? Roy Hodgson massively underachieved in the World Cup and the 2 Euros he had. Massively underachieved, the squad he had, respectively. But because of the sort of manager he is, that's always going to happen. But my point is, the FA don't have no ambition. Yet for the women's team, Phil Neville, look at that team. Look at the women's team. Yeah, they've just won the Euros. That exact same team Phil Neville had, and how can I put this? What did the FA go and do? When things are really falling for him, there was no return for Phil Neville. Basically, they binned him off, and they went out of their way to go and get the best international women's manager available. 9 months later, we win the Euros. So if you can do it for that, why can't you do it for the other? It's ridiculous for me, and I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, well, you got in Southgate. That's a red. How's that a booking? That's a red. He deliberately put his hand out to stop the ball going forward. He deliberately stops the ball. How's that not a red? Wow, corruption at the highest level. But there's no corruption, guys. Just mistakes from human people on a consistent basis. I mean, look. Common sense. Bullshit. Oh, Stuart Atwell. Oh, fucking wealth of numbers he is. Fucking what an idiot he can be. Or what he is. Fucking got sacked. Sacked and then fucking brought back in fast track to the Premier League. After the ghost goal incident. All them years ago. In the Championship, for fuck's sake. Oh no, look, Uber not doing his little flip. Just going, yeah, high five, let's get on with it. It's poor defending, but also poor goalkeeping. I don't rate Keita anyway. I like Big Sam, but that's my point. The guy was on a downward spiral career-wise anyway. Look at the jobs he'd had previously. Vieira's just been booked because he's basically saying the guy Thiago Silva, who got the assist for the goal base, the Chelsea equaliser, should never have been on the pitch. This is what I'm saying. I don't like Gator. What's he doing? But going from Roy Hodgson to big fucking Sam Allardyce, I mean, I was thinking, you know what, I'm tapping out. This is ridiculous. Because there was no... It just showed no ambition. And then it was just an easy thing that Southgate was initially interim manager whilst they searched, and it happened to play against teams they should be beaten anyway, and we won. Oh, we'll give you the job full time because you'll be grateful. You won't push the boat on us. And now everyone's starting to see what we're all about. The second he gets rid of his attacking coach and doesn't replace him, by the way, just gets rid of the attacking coach and doesn't replace him. Boom. What was happening? Was it 5-6 games before Germany mid last week? That 3-3 thriller in the end. In terms of goals anyway. In the second half, we hadn't scored a goal in open play for like 6 to 7 straight games. We were in a Nations League, and I don't care about Nations League, but we were in a Nations League group that consisted of a weakened Italy we faced. Gallagher goal, and he doesn't celebrate. Good goal, got to say that from the Gallagher there. But fair play doesn't go and celebrate because obviously they gave him his chance last year. But going back to England, it's just it's bizarre how he can sack off a fucking attacking coach, not be made to replace the attacking coach, and shock horror, our style of play is being exposed his style of play is being exposed even more to the point of we have all this attacking threat and he doesn't utilise it. I mean, the Italy team, as I say, there's a weaker Italy team to we faced in the final a year prior, and they ended up winning the fucking group in the end. They beat us and drew against us. They got 4 points from us. Hungary, for fuck's sake. Hungary took 6 points out of 6 for fuck's sake against us, home and away. Absolutely demolished us at home. Oh, they were tired. Boo-hoo. Fuck off. Germany, again, Germany's going for a revamp as we speak in terms of the national team. And we drew against them 1-1, we could have lost at their place. And at one point, until Saka and Mason Mount came on, we was losing 2-0 and on the verge of losing another game. That's the 5th game in a row. We ended up pointing up to 2-2, make it 3-2, go 3-2 up, and then literally 2 minutes later, okay, we'll give up now. I mean, for the people in the chat that are still all behind Gareth and his infinite wisdom, if he does a repeat of what Roy Hodgson did in 2014, and we do not qualify for the knockout rounds of the Champions League of the World Cup, knockout rounds, would that be enough for you to realise he ain't the man, he needs to go? Or are you going to stick by him blindly still? While this talent we have, this amazing talent we have is going to waste. Because we've got a manager in that hasn't got a fucking clue how to utilise the best squad we've had in years. Not just in attack, but as a collective throughout the entire squad. And potential squad players we could have. The fact he goes, I pick players, he comes in, I'm going to pick players on their club form. If they're not playing and they're not in form for their clubs, they ain't getting in. Pickford almost got relegated. England's number 1 still. Shows up, puts a performance in once every 10 to 12 games. Even Everton fans have said that to me. He'll turn up once in a blue moon. Harry Maguire, who has been dropped, by the way, since Brentford, match day 2. but somehow he's in the squad and starting. Tomorrow has won Serie A, one of the most sought after defenders in Europe. Can't get in the squad. Ivan Toney is in form and scoring goals for fun. Calls up to the squad, can't get in. Doesn't get a chance. As I said earlier, he's such divine loyalty. There's other players I'll get into later, but he's such divine loyalty to fucking Pickford, as I said earlier, meant that Ramsdale, this is his chance to stamp his authority and go, I'm your number one now. I'm going to prove myself in these 2 games to be your number one for the World Cup. Instead of giving him that chance, he went, fuck you, Aaron. I like Jordan too much. Nick's in goal. You're on the bench still. Big up. We've got a few new people in the chat. Got Footmoss. This is we are number 1. Everton win again. Brighton looked good under the manager. Yeah, it's the same as earlier when the game was on before. Sorry, pardon me. Play Tony or Tammy. Kane is late, mate. Take a look. Again, they're all about Harry Kane's our record national wise, internationally. The top goal scorer now, I think it is, or one off or whatever. No, sorry, he's the top goal scorer for the country. Period, overall in history. Look at most of them goals. They came from the fucking penalty spot against fucking God knows who FC. Oh, he won a golden boot at the World Cup. Yeah, and majority of his goals came from the spot. I think like 2 goals out of all the goals he scored, 2 were literally on the line near post headers or tap-ins. Sorry, Southampton Everton's on next. I'll put a scoreboard up in a sec. I know Terry was expired, but there was more to his dismissal than a pending tax case. No, it's the racial thing, basically. That and the fact there's the racial thing with Anton Ferdinand and what the aftermath of that with, even though he was in the court side of things, he was found not guilty. The aftermath, the fact that straight away the FA went, no, we're going to do our own investigation now, and until then he is suspended from England duty until further notice. And the fact that he then reacted going, I'm going to retire then. Meh. Said it all. He basically said it all for me, that he knew they were going to find something on him. Instead of them basically outing him like that and making him have to retire then, dragging it out, he said, I'll retire now. That was a good goal. Poor goalkeeper. Poor defending and poor goalkeeping from Pickford. I think it's Pickford in goal. Two Venables. Oh, Venables. I'm fucking tired. I'm literally hanging on by 2 teeth in my eyes. Tony and Tammy give you more. What's it about swing? Exactly. I mean, today, I'm at the game today. And yet again, apart from the penalty that he scores, he did nothing today. Absolutely jack shit. He doesn't do anything for fucking England. I can't, honestly, take your penalties aside here, out of the equation for a second here, the conversation. When was the last time Harry Kane put in a performance for his country? Like full stop, like literally turned up in the night or day and worked his bollocks off left, right and centre. You won't find you won't find one recently because he just goes missing unless he gets gets a penalty. Sorry, you won't hear see of him for his country. Right, let's get him up. There we go. It's the Spurs effect. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Who's that, number 7? Dwight McNeil, fucking hell. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's poor again, poor defender. The ball comes in. It could be the chance of it being clear, someone getting close to clear, running it down and getting that block and then clearing it. They just stand there. There's a potential shot for a foul there. But it falls to Dwight Nielsen. Acres of space, no amount whatsoever. He just goes, okay, boom, and bang. And the goalkeeper, again, that's poor goalkeeping for me. Done at his near post there. Kane's got to City United when the opportunity was there. Well, he wanted to go to City. He must be fuming with Levy because he did everything almost everything he could to make the move happen to City last year. It was 10 million. 10 million difference. That's how petty Daniel Levy was being. Clearly, Harry Kane didn't want to be there. And now, obviously, that fell apart. And Man City gone and got a younger, hungrier, more all-round striker in Haaland. And that's all but squashed any chance of Harry Kane ever getting a move away from Tottenham and winning silverware at a club level. But it is what it is. Leave him to it. Because at some point, either Conte's going to be sacked this season or he'll walk. I'm honestly going to say this now. Colin, if he's sitting in the chat, or others might disagree with me. But if Juventus sack Allegri at any point this season, and they come calling, they come and make contact with, Juventus make contact with Conte. Believe you me, look at his career. He's going back to Juventus. Period. And then Tottenham are fucked. Then who then do they go and get? Yeah, Trofe Mourinho sacked him for a week before 6 days before the final. They replaced him with fucking Ryan Mason for the season. Fuck me, I thought that was offensive. Jesus Christ, Ryan Mason made him look good. But then basically, coming to summer, Nuno Espirito Santo won the first 3 games, lost 3, got sacked. It's like, wow. I mean, obviously, there's other games in the Conference League as well that made a contribution, probably more likely as well. But fucking hell, and suddenly out of nowhere, Conte, get the fans back on side. Get him, shut him up. Conte, please come. We'll give it you want now. We wasn't going to give it to you at the summer, but we'll do it now. And Scrape's fucking top footballer is going to be more than anything. But yeah, it is what it is. I thought it was the other day when they lost in Champions League match day 2 because their game went ahead on match day 2 because they're away from home. They play Lisbon, was it? Sporting Lisbon, and they lost 2-0. I think I can't remember now. Either way, they lost. They're 2-0. Sorry, yeah, 2-0 to Lisbon. They lost. I mean, I was in group chats on WhatsApp and all that, and I'm saying, how funny would it be after all the fucking all the ag of getting that final Champions League spot, finishing above us, getting that spot, giving it the big I am. They go and blow it, and they join us on Thursday night, the second half of the season. I'd piss myself. I'd absolutely piss myself laughing. Still odd seeing Spurs third. They won't be third for long, trust me. Playing up, and I said it also again. Apart from match day one when they played Southampton just bent over and gave them the fucking 3 points. Once going back, I can see can't go back to that lot. Yeah, but once got to scoreboard. One sec. Yeah, most of what I'm watching as a rival and all that, and neutral, whatever. Even in highlight form, it's like even Tottenham fans are complaining about how they're playing. The players they've got, most of them are anyway. Getting results. You didn't get the result today playing like that. I've been saying for weeks, just and Colin as well has been telling me as well that literally they're gettable. Sorry, Tottenham they were always gettable because they want to play, ironically, a defensive style of play where no matter who they play, they want the opposition, home or away, to have the ball, and for them to counter attack. Basically, that's their thing: counter attack in the worst way possible. It's so dull. It's a North London derby today, and they made no at 0-0, 1-0, no 0-0, nothing, 1-0 down, no real response. They got the penalty, but they want to get to run the play. One random attack, but either way, even at 1-1, we dusted ourselves down and went again. They looked vulnerable. Going on defensively every time we attacked them, and just in general, they're just awful. And we just took when they come up against teams like us that have the personnel to hurt them and also suck up any and stop and nullify any sort of counter attack, they're screwed. They are screwed. And as I say, if Juventus sack Allegri before Tottenham sack Conte, or either way, I can honestly see him being the next Juventus manager, the second Allegri's been sacked, because the fact that there's murmurings out there that he could go, they have reached out to him to take over from Allegri. Proves it shows it, or they're thinking about it. They're putting the feelers out there. The fact that the news broke the way it did as well shows the intention from him is, you know what? Yeah, I want to be out of it. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. And he says again, we was talking about this in the summer. Look, he did what half a season last year. And he has a reputation. He doesn't stick around for long. He'll do a year and a half, 2 years, and he fucks off. Throws his toys at his promo and runs. Pisses someone off and then runs. Watch the goal from Bowen there. 2-0. Well, as I say, West Ham versus Wolves. I did watch the second half of this game, so I did see this goal. And I did see the return of the infamous Diego Costa. I cannot believe Diego Costa's still playing, by the way. I cannot believe that. Adam is in the chat, got Delroy in the chat. Big up yourselves, guys. How you doing? And hope you're keeping well. Stefan going, you aren't bitter, are you? Of course not. I was just like, all I'm saying is it'll be fucking hilarious After all the angst they've given us all summer, we ain't got Champions League, you bottled it, how funny would it be if they finished either third or fourth in the group, and more likely third in the group, and fall into the Europa League and join us on Thursday night after all that angst, just to finish, not even get past the group stage, for fuck's sake. A group that even we would get through, for fuck's sake, going by how we've been playing this season. Costa used to crack me up. He was fucking mental at Chelsea. Yeah, he was when he wasn't playing against Arsenal, and you're watching him from afar against other teams. Yeah, I get what you're saying. It was just so annoying nearly every time. He's just that player. He's that bastard. That see you next Tuesday. You hate as a rival or an opposition fan. You hate, but you'd want him. You'd love him. If he was in your team, you'd absolutely fucking love him. He was that sort of player at Chelsea. I find it bizarre he's still playing. I find it even more bizarre that after leaving Atletico, he went to China. I think he went to China. I think he went, or something like that. And then he's come out to the Premier League to go to play for Wolves. But hey, it is what it is. Footmoss Sports Talk set in the chat. Do subscribe to his channel, by the way, if you haven't already. Sport in Lisbon showed us how to go at them. Yeah, I was even saying beforehand, but even that sort of rammed it home. And we did. We stuck to our guns. We played up the home team today. Got down, got that ragged, and fucking went for it. Put a foot on their throats from the get go, and didn't let go at all. Yeah, he left Chelsea, the anarchy at Chelsea. Well, that went off with Conte. Went back to Atletico for a couple of seasons, and then randomly just left. I think, as I say, I think he went to China. I think, being not your word. And then out of nowhere, his contract got cancelled, and next thing you know, he's fucking at Wolves. It's just completely random, but yeah. It is what it is. Leave them to it, their money. Arsenal were awesome today. They were fantastic. They were in general fantastic from the get go. We just wanted it from the. Again, it's just that they were feeding off the atmosphere. The fans are then feeding off that back too, and this back and forth and all that. And just in general, the players just wanted it more. Our players wanted it more. And as I said earlier, not one player you could say was being supported by the rest. Basically, like that one player had gone hiding. Basically, not one today. They all were fantastic. To a man, were fantastic. As a collective, even better. Oh, apparently, news outlets here in the UK are saying, well, sorry, they were reporting that the Wolves board are seriously considering sacking their manager after the start of the season they've had. They now end up falling into the bottom three tonight, and they're seriously considering sacking him. Okay, I think this is the last game of the day, everyone. Bournemouth versus Brentford. Yay! I mean, Bournemouth. I wanted them to put a fight up this season, try and stay up, but they ain't staying up. The fact that they sacked Scott Parker, rightly so, obviously, because of performances and results weren't there. But then they've got O'Neill as temporary caretaker manager. They're not exactly breaking their neck to bringing in a new manager basically on a full-time basis. So that says it all about Bournemouth and where their mindset is. For a club that wants to stay in the Premier League, you're not exactly breaking your neck to rectify that and basically get the best manager available that you can to keep you up, to give you the best opportunity of staying up anyway. So well, can't be using the pick on my normal apple pie. The still too early table is only just taking shape. Yeah, I'll get what you're saying, but Bournemouth, I mean, I don't know. It's just my thoughts that literally, in terms of how the club at Bournemouth are going about getting a new manager in, they're not exactly breaking their neck, are they? Doesn't bode well for a team that wants to stay, give themselves the best opportunity of staying in the league. For me, anyway. So Ped was given and then basically taken off him because he dove over the player just because he didn't. So basically, because he didn't run and basically get completely have his leg possibly broken. No penalty, but I can see why it wasn't given. I'm just saying that literally it seems like from what the referee was saying, no, you should have stayed put and got risked your legs been taken off you. It is what it is. Oh dear. I was gonna do, Joe, I found out by the way, I was gonna do a watchalong for tomorrow's Manchester derby, but I didn't know. When I saw the kickoff, I was thinking, oh, you'd think Sky Sports, Manchester derby, main event on Sunday, Super Sunday, yeah? No. Main event for Super Sunday is the Leeds game, who the Leeds are playing. Let me have a look. The Manchester derby is at 1 o'clock. At 2 o'clock kickoff. It's bizarre. Sky have organised it this week. It's Super Sunday. You're thinking, as I say, Manchester derby. As all, yeah. You think, well, these are the two games that are on Sky. Man City versus United, Leeds v Villa. Now, years gone by, Leeds v Villa, out of them two games, Leeds v Villa will be the first game on, 2 o'clock kickoff, Manchester City versus Man United, main event for Super Sunday. Sky has dropped an absolute clanger there because the second full time whistle goes on for the Manchester derby, no matter what happens, people will be just switching off. No one who wants to, with all due respect, the main event of Super Sunday, unless you're, as I say, a Villa or Leeds fan, no neutral's going to be wanting to watch that. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, because they did put us at 12:30 today, so. Mr. Bungle, big up Mr. Bungle, my friend. How you doing? Pick will be doing. I might watch that actually with you. I might be the chat with you then, Stefan. But I was going to do it, but obviously because it's 2 o'clock, it's a 2 o'clock kickoff. I might be doing my dinner. If I'm not cooking at that time, I might still do the watch along. I might, but I'll update you in the morning. I'll confirm that in the morning, 100 either way. What is going on here? Bloody hell. Why is the ref playing? Okay, the ref's playing for full time. There's a VAR check ongoing, and the ref blew for full time. Why did he not wait? Knowing there's a check going, why did he not wait until it's over to blow the whistle? Oh dear. Oh bloody hell! Hope you get better soon, Mr. Bungle. You ever need a chat or anything? Let me know. You know to find me anyway. You know, I was hoping for some nutty meltdowns. Yeah, as I say, I'll play it by ear in terms of if I do a watch along for it or not. If not, as I say, I might see you in the chat for the Flying Pigs chat. Get up on my phone and just sit back and relax, get the cigar out, get the popcorn, and watch the Harned show ensue the meltdowns. I'll take this scoreboard off now. Put this on. Wait. Before we go, there's a couple of things I need to give you a heads up on. Guys, if you have got Twitter and you do follow me, if you don't follow me now, because I'm doing a giveaway because of the back-to-back North London Derby wins and the women's game last week, the women's team last week, and the men's team today. I'm doing a giveaway for 2 lucky winners to win. I'm going to get it now. 1 second. Sorry, 1 sec. I'm doing a giveaway, which is going to run until Monday. At the cut-off point is 3:00 Monday on Twitter. Just had a giveaway. I can enter the giveaway on Twitter basically. We are top of the league. I said we are top of the league. It's basically, yeah, I'm doing a giveaway on base to celebrate the back-to-back North London Derby wins, and it's on Twitter. So all you got to do is follow me, and then share and retweet this tweet. I'm about to pop on the screen any moment now. So do bear with me if you can. Zitch one of the first few tweets you'll find as well, by the way. But here we go. There we go. This is the tweet I put out a few hours ago. To celebrate Arsenal's, as I say, Arsenal's men and women's North London Derby victories in the last 7 days, I'm giving away a hoodie and mug of your choice. The hoodie is what you see on the screen there. With the Tottenham Get Back to where they go in the back, Arsenal logo on the front. Got your pockets there, this, that, and the other. You've got mugs. There's a choice of mugs. I'll go for the mugs in a second. As I say, you get the hoodie and your choice of mug to 2 lucky winners. Not 1, 2. Also go to two matches, 2 back-to-back win, 2 North London Derby wins in the space of 7 days. So to celebrate both, we're getting not 1, 2 winners. All you've got to do is enter by following me on Twitter, liking this tweet you see on the screen, and retweeting it. Then you're entered. I then cut off at 3 p.m. on Monday afternoon. 6 o'clock that evening, I will then draw at random, out of all the people who's entered, 2 people out of a hat, basically, to be the winners. That's all you got to do to enter for that giveaway. In terms of the mugs, I'll show you the mugs itself as well. 1 second. Here we go. These are the first 4. You got obviously the 2 traditional colours. I've got to get me and Russ, who's, I don't know if he's in the chat still. We've got the yellow mug with the logo on, channel logo. You've got the red one, red colours, white logo there. You've got a black mug with the red logo. You've got one with black mug with the logos either side of Melvin's Dungeon as well. And then you've got one other one, I'll get it up now, and it's this one. It has again logos either side, channel logos, but it says if the infamous line, we've all said it on social media, when it's a questionable refereeing decision that's gone in any game, I always see this on Twitter. If that was Granite Jack, then it would be X, Y, and Z. But if that was Granite Jacker, oh dear. They're the choice, but they are your choice of mugs. And this is again, give you a close up of the hoodie. That's the front of it. Again, all it is it's a red. It's a red one. It's a. Oh, I've got my own. As I say, you've seen me with the one of again same material wise, hoodie wise. I've got something different on the back. I've got something different on the back of my one. The club and motto on the back of my one, but it's the same color, same material and all that. It's really nice one. Actually, really nice materials and really comfortable to wear and all that jazz. It's really, and then the print itself is top notch actually from the company that make this up for me. And then on the back, as I say, just that. In celebration, as I say, in celebration of what's happening in the last 7 days, back-to-back North London Derby wins, it just made sense to make this one up and put it as part of the giveaway. And whenever you're out and about, you can remind all them Tottenham twats. This basically, that Tottenham do get better everywhere they go. Every time they lose, even if they don't play against us, every time Tottenham lose, be it in the League Cup, FA Cup, Champions League, or potentially Europa League, if they fall into that or whatever, you can just sling this on and remind the little pricks and what their place is in the world. Oh dear. Other than that, I'm going to close that now, put myself back on the big screen again. And I've got one other announcement actually. 1 second, I'm trying to think. I've got to find it first because there's a giveaway for the channel now. There's a couple, but I'm going to unveil one today, and then unveil the second one on Monday probably at the end of the podcast on Monday. The second giveaway, but the first giveaway of the channel, which will run from now all the way up till the start of December, and it's basically, here we go, a giveaway for one lucky person to win a signed copy of David Dean's brand new book. It is literally signed by the man himself. There, I met him. I've got the photos to prove it. So if you need me to send photos to prove that he's authentic and all that, I'll quite happy print off a photo of him signing the book and send that with you. Send that to you as well. But yeah, that's the first of the giveaways we're doing on this channel. And I say it was running between now and the first week of December. Sorry. So in the hope that whoever wins it, I'll be able to send it off to you. No matter where you are in the world, you can enter. But basically, the idea is it's first week of December. It could be a close-off point. I'll decide the date on. Again, I'll give you updates on the date of closing point on Monday. We'll announce the other giveaway I'm doing as well. But basically, the idea is whoever wins it, no matter where you are in the world, I'll be able to send this off to you and just be able to get to you, touch wood, before Christmas. So you've got another little stocking filler for Christmas as well. And trust me, I've got my own copy. Prove it. This look my copy. My own copy. I've been reading it, and believe you me, if you were disappointed in the Arsene Wenger book, understandably, because you thought it might be a tell on what I did, and didn't really live up to them expectations. This does from the get go. Mr. Dean does not hold back. He bears all. Trust me. And if you haven't got the book already, and you want a chance to get your hands on this book, well, this book anyway, and have it signed by the man himself, then yeah, all you've got to do to enter. Quite simple. The Wenger book was good, Stefan, but it wasn't really tell-all. It was really more about himself and his career and his life, this and the other. Nothing really about digging out Arsenal, basically. David Dean doesn't hold back. That's all I'm saying. He reveals quite a bit straight from the off. But all you've got to do to enter and make yourself aware and put your name forward, it's quite easy. In the comments section after when this stream ends, when this stream ends, all you got to do initially, just for now, is in the comments box put hashtag trying to think now. Let's have a little think. I never think actually. Let's have a look. Let's have a think. Hashtag Mr. Dean comp. No. Actually, if you just comment in the comments box initially until I put a thing up in the no Twitter. No, don't for this. Footmoss. For this giveaway, this channel, you don't need Twitter. It's on this chat. It's for the channel. It's just solely channel only. So you have to obviously be a subscriber, obviously, of the channel or member. If you subscribers and members, basically, if you're a subscriber to the channel, if you're subscribed to the channel or members, you get an extra entry into the competition as well. By the way, so you got double yourself a chance of winning the book. But all you got to do to enter is literally be a subscriber and put in the comments box I keep mentioning this, by the way, but put in the comments box section. Literally, all you got to do is type in the comments box. You think I would have thought this through? I've been so busy today, I haven't. All you got to do is literally, as I say, be a subscriber. If you want an extra chance of winning this, and a double chance of winning, basically your name in the hat twice, you can become a member as well of the channel for either 99p or £2.99. All the details are going across the screen there. If you want a link, let me know and I'll put a link out in the community posts in the next half hour or so for that. But yeah, so be a member, subscriber, or membership is optional, but that gives you double the chance. Your name goes into the hat twice, so you've got double the chance of winning the competition, the giveaway. So as I say, be a subscriber, and literally all you got to then do from that, if you're a member or subscriber, is in the chat say I want. Literally put the words I want. No. Yeah, no, you think I think it's true. Help me out, guys, please. There you go, Stefan. Stefan's got it for you. There you go. That's the one. Actually, you know what? We'll go with this. See, I do apologize. I'm just shouting. I didn't think this through properly. If you want to win, or put your name in the hat after being a subscriber. And remember, you're interested and you want to have a chance of getting your hands on this. As I say, you've got to be a subscriber. Membership is optional, but it gives you double the chance. You get your name in a hat again, so you get your name in a hat twice. Hashtag, and in the comments box from here until you do it once, one entry. As a subscriber. And if you're a member, if you're a member, do type in hashtag Spuds are shit. But also say if you're a member, let me know. and I'll be able to check if you're lying or not, by the way. But let me know, and then I'll put your name down twice if you're a member. If you're just a normal subscriber, that's fine, no problem. But again, I put your name down, put it to one side, and then between, as I say, this competition is now underway between now and, you know what, we've decided now actually. Let's have a look. Oh, my back. One second. There. So we say between the competition giveaway and for this book and the other giveaway, which will be announced on Monday. But both giveaways will run between now, well, this one in particular, now and start again. This giveaway for this channel, and you've got to be a subscriber, membership gives you a double chance to win this. Not guaranteed, but it's a double chance. Your name goes in the hat twice. We'll get there eventually, guys. This competition will run between now and the 2nd of December at 6 p.m. on that day. That'll be the cut-off point. Then that's on a Friday, I believe. And then on the Monday, on the 5th of December, the winner will be announced to you guys live on this channel. And then I'll find my way to get hold of you, the respective winner, to get your details, to send this to you wherever you are in the world. And then, hopefully, as I say, you'll get this as an extra stocking filler for Christmas. And as I say, it is signed by the man himself, Mr. Dean, former Arsenal football director, as they've been known for nowadays. That's all you got to do in terms of subscribe to the channel. Membership's optional, but if you want to, it's there. And that then gives you you'll put your name in the hat twice, so it gives you an extra chance potentially of winning the giveaway. And just put in the hashtag to let me know that you want to be entered in the comments box between now and then. Just once. You've got to do it once. You've got to do it every time. Hashtag spuds are shit. That's all you got to do. And if you're a member, just put member next to it as well. A space and then member. That's all you got to do. But apart from that, guys, I hope you've had a good evening. I hope you've enjoyed my little ramble on there as well, on that side of things. But I'm tired. I'm running on empty now. I need to get myself together because I've got a few things to do before I go to bed. But I'm going to go to bed in a bit, and then I'll either be back tomorrow with a potential watch along, maybe not. I don't know yet. I'll let you guys know in the morning, first thing, via the community posts and all that. If not tomorrow, Monday night, I am back, potentially with Andrew, potentially as well with Steve and a couple other guys, if we can fit it in, for our first podcast in a few weeks, proper podcast, reviewing and having a catch up and reviewing what happened today in the Arsenal North London derby against that lot down the road, and looking forward on to Thursday night as well in the Europa League. I do get a few more books, says Stefan. I've got to say I'm the same. I mean, as I say, I've got David. I've got my own copy. As I say, I've got my own copy of David Dean's book. Right. Up till and then before that, I've got Per Mertesacker signed book. I've got Ray Parder's book from a few years ago. And then I met him in person and he signed that for me. I've also got, I'm trying to think now, I've got Alex Scott's book actually, brand new book actually. This was pre-ordered months ago. That's it. this, I got this pre-ordered. I probably, again, this is before I thought actually about giveaways and all that. I pre-ordered this months ago, and I haven't got around to reading it yet because I'm still reading the David Dean one, obviously. But yeah, I got this, pre-ordered it, and it's only just come about in the last couple of days. Actually, the last few days it actually arrived. If you want to get yourself a copy, W.H. Smith and all other book outlets, I believe, are selling this book. In terms of signed copies, you'd have to find out if there's any available anywhere. But yeah, if it not being signed isn't a big deal to you, then yeah, I would say go and get that yourself, because obviously apparently there's some revealing stuff about her life and all that in that. I guess I ain't got around to reading that. I've got that. And say Murtasaka, Ray Parler, got David Seaman's book. I've got Tony Adams, both his books actually. Addicted and Sober. I've got Henri's one. I've got, I can try to make that, Wenger's book, Wrighty's book, Perry Groves in a Grovesy Wonderland. Bobby Robson. I've got Bobby Robson's book in paperback. I think they're bloody hell. Who else have I got? I'm trying to think. I've got loads of books. I've got fucking. Krieg, I think the referee guy, Category, what his name is. Fucking looks like fucking Dracula. I've got his book as well. Keegan, I think Kevin Keegan's got a paperback book. I've got that autobiography. Lee Evans, I've got Paul O'Connell's autobiography. I've got, trying to think now, Lawrence Delario's book. I'm trying to think. I've got books coming out for fucking years. I get myself busy, put it that way, in terms of the reading side of things. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, again, as I say, thanks guys for coming along and keeping me company and keeping me sane and getting me through the loss, because I did start fading out in the last half of that match of the day itself. It was just dragging on a bit, so I was like, my eyes have started to get a bit heavy. So I do apologise for the dragging this on sort of thing and going on about the giveaway. But I do really, as I say, when I was planning on going down to the book signing, the David Dean's book signing at Tullington a few weeks ago, I actually decided in advance that, you know what, I wanted to do something for you guys in terms of give something back to you for your loyalty, your, how can I put this, support of the channel from whenever you've come along and notice the channel and subscribe to it and constantly coming back and just supporting what I do and what I'm giving you guys as content, even as Arsenal fans and some non-Arsenal fans as on the channel, be it subscribers or members or whatever. I wanted to give something back to you guys and give you guys a chance to gain something from the channel, basically. As I say, this is the first of 2 giveaways. The second one will be announced on Monday's podcast at the end. So do come along, keep an eye out for that one. And how you enter that will be more planned out as well. Don't worry about that. I've got a couple of days to plan that out properly, instead of being half awake and putting myself through it basically by the skin of my teeth. It'll be more planned out and how you basically have to enter, and let me know you want to be part of the giveaway basically. But yeah, I just wanted to do something for you guys basically. It's a thank you for, as I say, the loyalty, the support of the channel, the the friendship as well that you guys have shown. Because even off air, some of you guys, we do chat back and forth off air as well when we can, obviously, and etc. But yeah, I just want to do something nice for you guys. I want to show I'm not an absolute knobhead. I do appreciate you guys massively, because without you guys, I'm just coming on here every other day or every day talking to myself about random bullshit that no one probably takes an interest in. But no. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. Just the reason why I'm doing the giveaways is as a thank you to you. And as long as they're successful in terms of you guys being entering them and all that going forward, and they could potentially, with depending on how successful they are in terms of you guys entering and all that, will determine going forward me doing more giveaways for the channel for you guys, be it football and Arsenal related / football related to the channel. But yeah, in terms, but it is at least unlike the women's the tickets I tried to do the giveaway for. You got a bit more notice now. As I say, between now and the second of December at 3 p.m. to enter, and then that's a cut-off point. 3 p.m. is the cut-off point on the 2nd of December, and then literally on the 5th it'll be announced who the winner is. I would then have to find a way of contact, depending if you've got social media or not. If you haven't, we'll find a way of I'll find a way of contacting yourself, getting your address and all that, and getting it to you in time for Christmas. So you got an extra stocking filler in your stockings for Christmas, and something just to enjoy reading as well over the Christmas period as well. Because mate, I can highly recommend it, especially this one. But until then, guys, I'm going to leave you and love you and leave you, and hope, as I say, in terms of Mr. Bungle, hope you feel better soon and get better soon. But yeah, I think now Stefan saying friendship is most important on here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. As I just said, I agree. I agree with that. Well, you don't have to thank us. We are here because we like you. We like you, mate. I know, but I'm just saying. I want to give something back. I don't want to just be. How to put it? I don't want to seem like I'm just taking from you guys in terms of your time and your effort coming on the channel, in the chat and contributing to the chat and getting nothing back in return. I wanted to do something as I say, as a thank you, and how appreciative I am of you guys, every single one of you. And yeah, I hope obviously you guys do enter. You don't, again, I say, you don't have to, for these, even though they are, David Dean is obviously Arsenal related, you don't have to be an Arsenal fan to enter. If you want to enter. All you got to do is literally just let me know one way or the other. If you haven't got social media, in the comments box, just let me know you want to enter. I'll put your name down and we'll go from there. You know what, we'll change it. We'll sort the next giveaway. I've already sorted it actually, but yeah, for the next couple of days, between now and Monday's podcast, if you want to enter between now and Monday, all you got to do, in keeping with the last couple of weeks, all you got to do is, as Stefan says, in the comments box underneath, hashtag Spurs are shit, and you're entered. And then from Monday onwards, I would inform you more professionally how to enter this competition and the other one going forward as well. But yeah, also guys, I keep saying this, I keep promoting this every now and then as well. During the World Cup, I will be doing a live one-off special podcast with ex-Arsenal legend and player Paul Davis on the channel. I've been talking to his representative back and forth over the last couple of weeks. He does want to come on, as I've already said previously. He does want to come on. He likes what we're doing here, so he's more than happy to come on the channel and just again talk about his career in general, talk about his Arsenal times, the highs and all that, and this, that, and the other, and just have a laugh really. And I will be organising a panel of a couple special panelists to come along with beside me to chat with Paul on the day itself. But once we get the date itself in place, I'll you guys will be the first to know, ahead of anyone else, before I put it out there basically on the socials and all that. You guys here will be the first to know the date itself for that podcast, but it will be during the World Cup. So do keep your eye out for that one. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side. Until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners!